Hey guys, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to discuss on the equivalent resistance. So now, equivalent resistance, and let us look at this problem. So we are given this circuit. We are given this circuit. So all the resistors are in ohms. So all the resistors given are in ohms. So I will not be writing the units. So that is 1, this is 6, this is 12, this is 4, then this is 1, 1, then we have 5 ohms. So the first thing that we have to do in this circuit, we have been asked to calculate the equivalent resistance across AB. So the question is to come up with the R across AB. So in this case, we need to simplify this circuit in as far as arriving at the equivalent resistance across the terminals AB is concerned. So in this case, I want to remind you that two resistors are in series when they share a single node. So in this case, each of the terminal each terminal of the individual resistor is connected to a single node. If if each terminal of the individual resistor is connected to a single node, like we have the terminal for the one resistor and the terminal for the 5 ohm resistor connected to this node. Yeah, so we do have a series arrangement in this case. So take for example, if I have this and if I have this and I have this, so these two resistors are in series because they are sharing this same node. So there are two terminals. There are two terminals are connected to a single node, meaning the terminal for each individual resistor um, is connected to a single node with another one there. So in this case, we have this terminal and this terminal connected to this node. So here we create series arrangement. So what of parallel? So we say two resistors are in parallel. Uh, if their two terminals are connected to the same two nodes. So take for example, we do have this arrangement. We do have this arrangement. We do have this arrangement. Let's say this is A, then this is B, and we have this as our R1, as our R1, as our R1 there, and this as our R2 there. So in this case, I would say if I was told to calculate the resistance across AB between these two, I would say the resistors are in parallel arrangement because we have got a terminal for this R1 resistor and the terminal for this R1 resistor. Again, the terminal for this R1 resistor and the terminal for this R1 resistor are meeting at one point here and meeting at this point here. So we do have the parallel arrangement in this case, because these two are sharing the same two nodes. They are sharing the same two nodes. So when two resistors share the same two nodes, we say they are in parallel, and when two resistors share a single node, they are in series. So this is what we get there. So in this case, let me proceed with our problem. So we do have this 5 ohm resistor and the 1 ohm resistor. These two resistors are qualified to be in series because they are sharing a single node between them. So a node, when we talk about a node is a point of connection between uh, between branches, yeah, or among the branches. So three branches can be connected at the same node. So now when we talk about a branch, we are talking about the circuit elements. These circuit elements include the resistors themselves, they include the inductors, the capacitors, yeah, and all the like. Uh, so that's it. So a point of connection between branches, we call it we call it a node. So let us move to the next page. So I have the 5 ohm resistor in series with a 1 ohm resistor. So there I get resistance is equal to 1 plus 5, because in series we add. In series, so we are saying for series arrangement, uh, let me lab this part. So for series arrangement, we do have so for series arrangement we do have this R is equal to R1 plus R2. This is for series. Then for parallel we do have R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is what we must expect when dealing with resistors in parallel and in series. So there we go. So there we go. So we go back to this. So this and this, they are in parallel, they are in series. So we add them. So adding we are getting 6 ohms. So we are getting 6 ohms there. So now again, if we get that 6 ohms, so if we get that 6 ohms, we can we get that 6 ohms. We will create a single resistor here. So it will be a single resistor here. So it will be a single resistor. Now this single resistor that we are going to get will be in parallel with a 4 ohm resistor, as you can see. So it will be in parallel. So it will be in parallel with a 4 ohm resistor. So you see, in this case, so I'll be denoting this as R1. So my R2 will be a combination of the 6 ohm resistor in parallel with the 4 ohm resistor. So my R2 is equal to 6 times 4 over 6 plus 4. So in this case I'm getting 2.4 ohm. I'm getting 2.4 ohms resistance. So that's the value of the resistance that I'm able to get from that. It is a 2.4 ohm resistor that I'm arriving at. So in this case, we move to the next page. Let us redraw this circuit a bit. So redrawing this circuit a bit, we are having this. So we have the 10 ohm resistor here. Then we do have this resistor. Then we do have this. resistor again here. So this has reduced now to a single resistor, which is a 2.4. Then we have one resistor coming all the way. Okay, let me start with this one. Then this one is jumping over this. So we have the 1 ohm, then we have the 10 ohms, then we have the 3 ohms, then we have the 12, then we have the 6 ohms resistor there. So in this case, what can we see? What can we see? What possible combination can we make? So in this case, the possible combination that we can make from this, so like we discussed on parallel arrangement. See this, these resistors starting from this, this, this. These are the nodes. These are the nodes. We have this node. Let me name them as this as node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4. So we can see something in common. So we can see something in common with these resistors. So we can see something in common with these resistors. So on arriving at that answer, see, we do have this resistor, the 12 ohm resistor here, the 12 ohm resistor. So it is connected in such a way that it is jumping over the 6 ohm resistor. So it is jumping over the 6 ohm resistor. So in this case, the 12 ohm resistor, which is here, is connected to this terminal and this terminal. So the 4, we have the node 4, and this node 2. So this is where it is connected. And again, we do have we do have this resistor. We do have this resistor, the 2.4 ohm resistor. We have the 2.4 ohm resistor there. So the 2.4 ohm resistor there is again connected to this node and this node again. So it is connected to this again and this again. And this is where the 12 ohm resistor is connected as well. So what can we conclude from there? So from that, the conclusion that we can make is that the 12 ohm resistor and the 2.4 ohm resistor, these two are in parallel because they are sharing the same two nodes. Their terminals are connected to the same two nodes. So the terminal for this is connected to this, and the terminal for the 12 ohm resistor again is connected to both nodes where 2.4 ohm resistor is connected as well. So meaning even the remaining two, which is the 1 ohm resistor, the 1 ohm resistor, the 1 ohm resistor, the 1 ohm resistor there. So the 1 ohm resistor there, let me have this, the 1 ohm resistor there, which is this resistor. Let us observe this as well. The 1 ohm resistor and the 6 ohm resistor, they are also no, these are not in parallel. These are not in parallel. These are not in parallel. But again, the other common feature that we must observe is that the 6 ohm resistor again, the 6 ohm resistor is connected to this terminal, and at the same time it is connected to this terminal. This is what we must observe. So what possible combination is there? There is no combination. So let us deal with what we have analyzed. So we have analyzed that the 12 ohm resistor and the 2.4 ohm resistor, these are in parallel. So let us deal with them first, then we analyze what is remaining. So we say Allah, where have I reached? I have done Allah 2 and Allah 1. So I'm doing this for simplification of the work. So I'm moving to Allah 3. So my R3 will be the effective resistor between the 12 ohm resistor and the 2.4 ohm resistor. So on the bottom I have to add. So this is giving me 12 times 2.4 divided 12 plus 2.4, which is 14.4. So if I get this, I'm getting the value of 2. So I'm getting 2 ohms. So the combination resistor there is 2 ohms. So I'm getting 2 ohms. So let me draw this circuit again. So drawing this circuit, what am I remaining with? I'm remaining with this. I have the 3 ohm resistor there. So I have combined the 12 and the 2.4. So having combined that, having combined that, I know that these the 12 ohm resistor and the 2.4 ohm resistor will now form a single resistor, are now combined, and they are now a single resistor. So having that, so I will draw this. I have got a 1 E, and I have got the 2.4 E. I mean the 2 ohms E, the newly calculated resistor. Then I have got this. This is coming all the way up to this. So this is the 1 ohm resistor. Then this is the 6 ohm resistor. Then this is the 3. This is the 3 ohm resistor. Then I have got a 10 ohm resistor there. So we can see that this and this, they are in parallel. So they are in series. So let me lab this a bit. Let me just combine them directly. So I will add them. So I have to add them. So adding this, I'm getting this. So in this case, let me lab this part, because it seems this 6 ohm resistor that I've just put here. So this is the 2. This is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 2. I'm getting 3 ohms. So now let us observe this resistor, the 6 ohm resistor. So in the 6 ohm resistor there, we know that we have already discussed that when two resistors share 2 nodes, we are as good as saying they are in what? In parallel. So these are sharing this. They are sharing these 2 nodes. So this resistor is sharing. They are sharing 2 nodes with the 6 ohm resistor and the 3 ohm resistor. They are sharing 2 nodes. At the same time, I have observed that the 3 ohm resistor is sharing 2 nodes with the 6 ohm resistor. So I can say all these resistors are now in parallel arrangement. So they are now in parallel arrangement. So having that, so I will draw this circuit. I'll make some adjustments a bit. So I would say this is as good as connecting these 6 ohm resistors. This is as good as connecting it like this. Just putting it in between. So this is the 6 ohm resistor. So having done that, I can obtain the resistance. I can combine the 3 ohm resistor, the 6 ohm resistor, and again the 3 ohm resistor. So I can combine them. So we have got one formula that will combine all those. So if we are dealing if we want to come up with the resistance across 3 resistors that are in parallel, this formula becomes very limited. It becomes limited. The R1 times R2 becomes very limited. So this one becomes very limited. So we go up to this now. So if we are dealing with three resistors that are in parallel, we now use this. So we say R is equal to, we have got R over R1 plus R over R2 plus 1 over R3. So all this inverse. So in the case where you have 5, 10 or 10 resistors, so this is the formula that is applicable in this case. So now let me apply this formula. So let me apply this formula to the resistors that I have. So I've got 1 over 3 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3 again. So all these inverse. So I'm getting R equal to, I'm getting R equal to, I'm getting R equal to, R is equal to, R is equal to, this inverse, I'm getting R is equal to 1.2. So this is equal to 1.2 ohms. So now, this 1.2 ohms, this 1.2 ohms will be in series with a 10 ohm resistor. So in this case, where are we? We are up to this. We are up to this. So okay, let me use this. So we are up to this now. So this is A, then this is B. So this is 10 ohm resistance. This is 1.2 ohm resistance. So in this case, the equivalent resistance across AB is as good as saying 10 plus 1.2. So this is equal to 10.2 ohms. I mean 11.2 ohms. So 11.2 ohms. So that is the equivalent resistance. So that is the equivalent resistance. So thank you so much for watching. So this is to Taben. So we are offering